He said, I wanna rock.
Are we gonna be goofing off like this every day?
We're not goofing off. We're creating musical fusion.
Wow, you're amazing, dude.
Thanks. I like to play.
I'm a small reporter from Rolling Stone magazine that's in town to do an exclusive interview with Michael Jackson.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
It is time for the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown.
Hey everybody, this is the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown. I am your host, Frank E., and we have with us not our typical style of music, but it's okay because we support all music. And I have with me a very special guest from California, Kinzie Rose. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. And I gotta say, how I found out about Kinzie was not that someone forwarded the information to me. It was me doing the networking that I do on Facebook and saw a microphone in her hand, and I said, oh, this must be one of the people in a band, so let's just add them. And turns out she is a musical talent, but not a band. But that's okay. That's okay. So, and you're really, really young. You're 16 now?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, and I was watching some videos on YouTube, and you were doing, I believe it was the Central Valley Buzz. Is that kind of like a talk show type thing? And
yeah, it's kind of like a talk show. It has a bunch of different segments, but definitely it's just a bunch of talk shows, and it's really cool. It's amazing, the people you meet there.
Yeah, I gotta say, one of my favorite videos that I've seen of you on YouTube, there's two of them. One was actually on the Central Valley Buzz, and you were doing it with a guy, KO.
Yeah.
That was like, because I was seeing your style of music, and then this guy coming in, pretty much just laying down the fat rap, and I'm just like, wow, that's interesting. Very interesting. And then I liked the one where someone else posted it, and it was you probably in like your house or your bedroom or something, and you were just singing. Do you remember that? You know what I'm talking about or no?
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, so you've been doing this for how long now?
Since I've been performing in public since I was 9.
Oh, wow.
So I've been doing, since I was 9, I've been doing like talk shows. I've done a couple of radio shows. I've performed some places, like 5150. I was on 5150, which was pretty cool.
Okay.
I performed at Tower Theater, which is pretty
now what's
cool.
5150?
Okay, so the 5150 Fest, I don't know if you remember it last year, but Waka Flocka and Baby Bash were the headliners of it.
Okay.
So 5150 is kind of like a festival that's kind of put on, and they have a bunch of artists come out and just like perform.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's
and is that like based just in California then, or?
I'm not sure, but I know they do it here in California.
Okay. See, we're pretty far away. We're in Wisconsin, where we experience all 4 seasons in one day.
Really?
You know, last year we had it 70 degrees. It was raining. Then it was snowing. Then it went to sunny. And then it went back to snow again. And we're all sitting here like, who peed in Mother Nature's Cheerios this morning? Because, dang, that's just crazy. That was like last year. Can't remember the month. But it was crazy. We even had one time, I want to say it was December or January, where it hit like 70 degrees. And then within a few hours, there was also like 3 or 4 tornadoes. I'm like, oh, man. But that's how it is. Man, this Midwest is just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. So you've been doing this for quite a while. Now, going back to the Central Valley Buzz, I forgot the guy's name. I not have it in my notes. But he's actually claiming that he's the one that found you. Now, did he actually find you and bring you on? Or
Okay, so here's the interesting story with that. So his name is Chuck Leonard. So what happened is I was asked to perform at a breast cancer event for the store I used to shop at. And I said, okay, sure, I'm down. And then what happened is after I performed, he approached me and asked me, hey, I have this TV show called Central Valley Talk. And I'm like, okay. So ever since then, I was on his show.
Yeah, you were on there quite a few times.
I was on there a lot.
I've seen at least 6 videos of you being on there. And if you guys look, she's wearing the fedora. She's got the Justin Timberlake thing going. We're just saying it she's rocking the fedora. If you're not rocking a fedora, there's something wrong with you. Anyway, I don't have my fedora on. I got my driver's cap on. But
nice hat.
What's that?
It's a pretty nice hat.
Well, thank you. So now you only have the one song out right now, which we're going to play later on. But how do you feel with social media like Facebook, Twitter, and Reverb Nation and such? Because I seen you got a Reverb Nation page. But how do you feel that helps you push out the music? Or do you feel it hinders you at all?
I feel it helps me because social media, cool, a lot of people use it to just express themselves. But for artists, we get lucky because so many people are on social media.
Yes.
And we'll promote, it's not only our friends seeing it, it's friends of friends and then friends of those friends. So
yeah, it
really helps with promotion, social media does, because you're not stuck having to go places and hand out CDs like you used to. Mm-hmm. You can just post it and here, check out my song, check out my single.
Yep.
And it's really cool. It makes promoting a lot more easier than it used to be.
Now, I know for a matter of fact that you've acquired at least 2 friends on Facebook since I posted that I was doing this interview with you. And I don't know if my one friend approached you. He's actually doing a movie and he's looking for artists to do a soundtrack. So I don't know if he has or hasn't, but that's my guy J.B. And JB he's absolutely hysterical, guys. He's been on here already. So you should do something because that would be awesome. Anyway, and social media, from what a lot of people say, has just been extremely helpful. But what would you say has got you into this style of music? Because you're from what I've seen, it's very soulful, your actual singing. But your first single is more like a pop. So what would you say is what you're really trying to do, and what got you in that direction?
What I'm trying to do is kind of experiment with something new. Because if you look at all the videos of me on Central Valley Talk, I do a lot of soulful stuff. Mm-hmm. So the pop thing, it's different. So I was really excited to do the pop and have my first single be pop because it was new and I'm trying something new because for me, I want to try different genres, not just one. Mm-hmm. So going to pop was something new. I got to try something new and I actually got my first song out, which was really exciting.
Yeah. Now, would you say that pop is where you want to stick with, or are you going to try and experience with other things as well?
Pop, I like it. I'm not going to stick with it. I am for a little bit, but then I'm going to move on to something else. I'm going to move on to a different genre.
Like Britney Spears, who started with the bubblegum pop, and Britney Spears started with that bubblegum pop, and I don't know what she's doing anymore. Somebody put something in her Cheerios. I don't know what it was. Now, for those of you guys know that when I'm doing the Unsigned and Unhinged Meltdown, I try my best, which I usually do a really good job of it. Sometimes things just happen. But I listen to the music of the artist that I'm playing or will be on the show as much as I can so I can kind of get a real feel for everything. And I was playing this song in my car. And I swear people were looking at me going, where is his daughter in the back seat? And why? Because, it's a very poppy song, which you guys will hear later on. And I was just like, dude, don't knock me. I wanted to cock my hat and just be like, what's up? You know, put some spinners on my car and be like, you got a problem with this? Anyway, so, you know, I dropped the name Britney Spears, but obviously you're really young. You're only 16. But who would you say are some of your biggest influences that you've had so far?
My biggest influences have to be Amy Winehouse is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Smith, definitely Adele. Katy Perry, honestly, has been one of my faves too, and really like influenced me.
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga?
Those are my influences for Lady Gaga.
She's saying Lady Gaga and shaking her head fiercely. So you know that's like she's jamming Poker Face in her car. And she's like, pup. You know what? The Poker Face version, or the Poker Face that is done by Eric Cartman, is hysterical. That's all we're going to say. I'm jamming Poker Face by Eric Cartman in my car. Enough said. So, how long have you actually been like doing shows and such, like touring and whatnot? Because I know from seeing on Facebook you've done a few shows already. But how long have you been actually going to different places and going on tour and such?
Going different places outside of Fresno, that's more recent. It started last year. I started actually venturing out of Fresno and going different places for different events. So that was really exciting too. So I can't wait to go further out of like Fresno to different spots. Like I've been to Sacramento. That was really cool. I had a really good experience in Sacramento. I've been to...
Should come to Wisconsin. Come to Wisconsin.
I would love to go to Wisconsin. I've
Come
actually
to
never left the
Wisconsin,
state.
and then when you're in Wisconsin, you got to come look me up. Be like, look, I'm here. And I'll be like, where at? And knowing my luck, she'll be like, I'm in Eau Claire, which is like a 4-hour drive. I'll be like, well, I'll see you next time.
If I'm ever in Wisconsin, I'll definitely I'll hit you up.
That sounds great. So you have a manager, and he's there with you, Mars. Now, has he been like helping you mold your craft a little bit more? Or
he's definitely helped me mold what I've done, and he's helped me with the pop since it was new to me. He was the biggest help overall. He helped me with lyrics. He helped me with like just picking a beat. He's helped me with everything going down this pop lane. And
yeah, because that beginning beat is like, you're like, oh goodness. It's like one of those songs where it's just like, you just want to sit there in the club and be like, yep, don't matter. I'm drunk. It don't care. So I know I was playing the song for my roommate, and she was like, I really like this song. And I said, why is that? And she goes, because it's fresh and it's clean. She's, referring to, there's so much music on the radio that you hear, like degrading women or talking about drugs and killing and such that. And she's like, it sounds so fresh and clean, and I like that. It sounds very pure. And I'm like, well, I'll be sure to tell her that. So there you go. She said she loves the song. So now, you've been doing this for a while, like we said, and in the time that you've been going, what would you say is probably your favorite venue that you've actually performed at?
My favorite venue was actually the 5150 Fest.
The
that
5150?
was my favorite. Yeah.
Now,
and the reason why... Oh, my bad. The reason why is because I love the stage and I love the crowd and just the vibe I was getting from the crowd. So that had to overall be my favorite.
Okay. Now, is this like an all-day festival, or is it like a few days?
It's, I believe, an all-day festival.
Okay.
Just one day.
Okay.
And
now, did you get to meet some of the other people like Waka Flocka and such?
I didn't get to meet Waka Flocka, but I saw Baby Bash. I didn't get to meet him, but I saw him there. You got
to tell Mars he's got to do a better job then. Be like, dude, you're my manager, dude. Hook me up with Waka Flocka. Come on, I want to do this selfie with Waka Flocka. Put that on Facebook, yo. I've actually had a lot of talks with Mars. He seems like a really good guy. So that was your favorite venue, was doing that 5150. Which I'm hoping it's something different with this next question that I'm going to ask you. But what would you say is... Oh, we have a doggy. We have a dog.
I do have a dog.
So, what would you say is probably the most memorable show that you've done? And it could be good or bad.
Okay. My most memorable show was in Sacramento. It was in Sacramento. And the reason why is because they invited me to do a show, but it was at a bar.
Oh, my.
It was at a bar. And he said he had got it cleared that I can go and that I can perform, like they'll let me in. And I got stuck out in the cold for, I believe, 2 hours. I was stuck outside because they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
They said they'd only let me in right before I perform. And when I went to perform, the sound wasn't all that good. But it was a lot of fun, even with the amount of people that were in there. So it was a good bad experience.
Now, cold. Now, I want to get this straight for the audience here. What are you saying is cold? Because cold in California is a lot different than cold in Wisconsin. So what are you saying is cold?
Cold, like there's a breeze blowing, like every 5 seconds there's a breeze.
Well, I'm saying like temperature-wise. What would you say the temperature was?
Temperature-wise? Had to be, I'm not sure, maybe it was cold but not super cold, so like around the 50-degree mark.
See, now in 50-degree weather in Wisconsin, we're deciding, man, we better start getting our shorts on. We're starting to get shorts ready to go because it's like, dude, it's 50 degrees. It's gorgeous outside. Because, in wintertime here, we actually had the polar vortex a few years back, and it hit negative, I want to say it was like negative 60 with the wind chill. It was that cold. It was that cold, and it was like, don't go anywhere. Just stay in your house. And it was, oh man, it was god awful. And we had some very similar stuff this winter, where I think it got down to negative 30 with a wind chill, which is about average. We hit like maybe 2 or 3 days in the winter about that. So your 50-degree weather that you say is cold, I'll take that. I'll trade you, okay? So now I've asked this question a lot with people that have been on here. Do you prefer like the larger stage, like you said with the 5150, or like a smaller venue, like a bar where you can interact with the crowd more and be like upfront and close and personal with the crowd?
For me, I like being up close and personal with the crowd, but I also like big stages because you get to perform in a wider variety of people and different audience members. So I like them both, but I would prefer the smaller stage and interact with my crowd more.
Yeah. I get it's a lot of people say it's a really toss up because when you're on a large stage, you can move around and do a lot more and interact with the band, and you can get like, oh, we're doing our jump thing, and oh, look at us, we're like just running around and acting crazy. But like when you're in a smaller venue, you're up and close, like right with the audience, and you can interact with the audience like very extreme like. And it's there's good and bad with both. So now I was talking with Mars. He was saying you guys are going on tour soon again. Now, is that like something that's happening soon, or is that something that's in the works?
It's in the works,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really excited for it because it's going to be like my first tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like super excited. I can't wait to like just leave Fresno for a bit and just venture out further and do shows in other places too, because it's going to build my fan base, introduce my music to more people. So I'm really excited about it.
And you better come to Wisconsin. I'm saying that again. Come to Wisconsin. Mars, get her to come to Wisconsin. Book that stuff, baby. I want to be able to see this in action. So, like, is there any other future projects that are in the works for you guys?
Definitely making more music.
Okay.
Definitely making more music. Project that's in the works.
Okay.
More tours is what I plan for the future. In the works, more projects is more tours, more albums, more EPs, more songs, like all of that.
Okay. Now, the song that I have, which, like I said, I'm going to spin it, at the tail end of the show, we're going to spin this, which is I Just Want to Have Fun. It's, I hate to say it like this, but it's almost like the teenager-esque, like, oh, it's Friday, and I just got out of school. And I hate to say, like, it's bubblegum pop, but, because that's just, like, so, it doesn't sound friendly, but it's a very upbeat song, and it's really enjoyable. I like it. I'm not going to lie, I play it in my car, and if you got a problem with it, deal with it. I listen to everything, except country. Anyway, so... See, we can laugh and have fun here on Signing Unhinged. I got a very young girl on here. She's got a doggy, which that's bonus points for me. Because I love dogs. I love animals. I can't have dogs or cats in my apartment, which is really kind of sad. So I'm going to get a guinea pig. It's like a miniature cat. It's okay. A friend of mine said if you shave the guinea pig, it looks like a baby rhinoceros. And I'm like, but it doesn't have a horn. Well, we'll find out, because sooner or later I'm going to end up getting one. So, now, have you had any embarrassing moments on stage, like, where, we're not going to say it happens like this, but like a Milli Vanilli incident? Now, I know you're kind of young and probably don't know this, but do you know the reference of what I'm referring to?
Kinda.
Okay. So way back in the 90s, or was it the late 80s? I can't remember. Milli Vanilli was busted for lip syncing their songs, and it happened while they're on stage. The music that actually is the other individual singing started to skip. And they're on stage performing, and it's skipping, and they both ran off and backstage, and I'm like, oh my. Because you've seen this video just being played all over the place, like MTV. MTV used to play music videos. I don't know if you guys know this. But they broke in the middle of everything to share this bit of information. I was like, oh no, I really liked Milli Vanilli. Well, I guess I don't anymore. Anyway, so have you had any, like, really embarrassing moments on stage at all?
Yes, I have. I've had quite a few, actually.
Okay.
Not super bad, but they were really embarrassing.
Okay, you can share it with the crowd here.
One time, I actually forgot my words.
These things.
So
happen.
that was really embarrassing. And then another time was actually I was with KO. And what had happened is he had forgotten his words.
Oh my!
So I was like, oh no. And so I had to help. I helped him out, and try and cover it up. But,
okay.
Yeah. So those were some embarrassing moments I've had on stage.
So mainly just forgetting lyrics.
Yeah.
Which is very common. I know a good friend of mine who is the lead singer for The First Rule, which is a punk band here in Kenosha. We saw them at a show, and they were playing one of their songs that they haven't played in quite a while, and he had to pull up the lyrics on his phone. Because he was like, dude, I forgot the second verse. Just leave me alone. So it was just people forget these things. Like I'm friends with another band that covers a song, and while they're doing the cover, he doesn't remember all the lyrics to a song that they play a cover for, but he remembers every song lyric from songs that are originals, but he can't remember the cover song. So the lyrics are on a piece of paper that he sets down and goes, "Yep, I'm singing the lyrics to this cover song," you know. And not many people can really tell what he's doing, but I can because I know. But I'm not going to mention names because I'm not going to put them out on Front Street. Anyway, so if you had to tour with any musician, alive, dead, a band that is broken up, who would you want to tour with?
Let's see. What was the question?
Okay, if you had to go on tour, like if you were going on tour, let's say we're doing the Kinzie Rose Festival, and you wanted to have somebody come on tour with you, whether they're alive, dead, or broken up, who would you want on tour with you?
Definitely Maroon 5.
Oh, wow. Maroon 5 has a very, very soft spot to me. My girlfriend, late girlfriend, passed away in October of 2012, and she was a huge Maroon 5 fan. And our song was Payphone. And one of the things that we did is whenever we saw a payphone that was actually a payphone and not just the phone ripped out of a payphone box, we'd be like, "Payphone, stop, quick, take a picture." And we would go and take selfies by the payphone. But
That's cute.
That's what we did. And every time I hear Maroon 5, a little tear starts to well up, and I don't listen to them as much anymore because it's just kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to go through.
Yeah.
But okay, let's get on a happy note. We're not going to ruin this with depression talk here, but now I was on your Facebook because I'm a Facebook stalker. That's what I do. You have a few shows that are coming up, at least that's listed on Facebook. You have May 30th, which is at Fulton 55 in Fresno. And you have another show June 23rd at, I want to say that's Lake Concow? Did I say that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
And that's in Oroville.
Yes, it is.
I'm not from California and I can pronounce their stuff. Anyway, so is there any other shows that are in the works right now, or is that pretty much it?
Yes, there's one in the works. It's Team Jam. Mars is actually putting it together, so I'm excited about that. That's in the works.
Good job, Mars. I know he's there. Maybe we can get him on here for a little bit too, even. He was probably like, no, I don't want to. No. So, what was I totally you have the May 30th show, the June 23rd, and does the other one have a potential date or no?
Yes, June 16th. 9th and 16th. It's on the 9th and 16th.
So, for those of you in Wisconsin that listen to this show, if you want to fly out to Fresno, California to see Kinzie Rose, there you go. For those of you in Fresno or in that area, you have two opportunities to see this young star that is going to blow Britney Spears out of the water, that people are going to be like, Britney Spears who? Until you start getting like the Britney Spears stuff where like she like shaved her head and whatnot. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be a good girl your whole life. You don't want to date kayfabe or whatever the heck the guy's name was. That's don't embarrass yourself. You're a very nice lady. Keep it that way. Don't do the stupid stuff that people do when they get famous. So, do you have like a potential, like, because you got the one song, is there any other things that are written up right now or no?
I actually have quite a few songs that are actually mixed and mastered. I just haven't put any out yet. I'm letting this one song kind of get more and more people to like listen to it and promote it more. And hopefully soon I'm going to drop another one.
Well,
I'm really excited about that. So
I want to hear that as soon as it comes out. I'm serious. Dude, don't. Okay. For those of you that want something to know something about me, I actually own 2 Britney Spears CDs, okay? I owned NSYNC. I think the album was No Strings Attached. I went there the day it came out because I loved Bye Bye Bye. I don't even care. Because I love music, and I don't care what it is. If it's got a catchy beat, I'll listen to it. I don't care. I don't judge. Everyone has a right to have their voice heard in music. So that's my phrase, and I'm sticking to it. So do you know about how long that's going to happen, or you just like, is it already done and in the works, and you're just like, let's see how long this is going to last?
I want to see how long this song is going to last.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to drop another one. So, but if...
You're not going to be one of those artists that just keeps teasing us with singles and never drop a full-length album, are you?
No. I promise I'm not going to do that. But I want to see how far I can get with just this one song. And then I'm going to drop another one.
So, but is the other song already done? And
Yes,
you're just waiting to see how far this wave is going to go. That's the question I was getting at. It's like, I got another one in my pocket. Let's just, this one's got so many hits. Bam! Here, have another one. Oh, look at this one. Bam! There's the third one. And everyone's going to be like, dude, when do we get the album? Oh, it's already done. Bam! There's the album. Bam! We're just going to make things happen like that. So, oh, man. So you got at least one song done already.
Yes.
And you're not gonna are you gonna tease us with any information about this song?
Nope, not yet.
Wow. Okay, so let's get to this song right now. So I Just Want to Have Fun. That's the name of the song. Now, did you write this or did Mars help you with this? Like how did that happen?
Mars helped me with this one.
Okay. So did he write the majority of lyrics and you just kind of been like, I really want a song that's fun, and he just wrote it? Is that kind of how it went? Or come on, we're trying to get inside the mind of Kinzie Rose in the writing process.
The story behind this song is Mars actually wrote the song. He wrote it, and I ended up recording it.
Mm-hmm.
And we have this beautiful song that's just about wanting to have fun, really.
Okay. So, did you come up with the idea, or did he come up with the idea and just handed it to you?
So, what happened was, with this song, he had actually wrote this a while ago for another artist, but things got complicated and they stopped working together, and then I came along.
Okay.
He's like, this song. So he tried it out with me, and then bam.
Well, yeah, things work in mysterious ways. That's all I can say. So how did Mars find you?
We originally started talking on Facebook, while just talking like, hey, like, I do this, and okay, like, I'm a singer, I'm a songwriter, like, I do this. And then what happened was he had a show here in Fresno.
Okay.
And then we ended up meeting up after the show and just talking about business, about a bunch of just what he wants to help me out with my music and stuff. So it started off on Facebook, really, just talking and texting.
Facebook gangstas. That's what they is. So is Mars a musical artist as well?
He's actually a great artist. He's a singer, songwriter, producer.
Mars, you never told me this, man. We could have had you on here too. Mars, we're gonna book you in for a future episode.
For sure.
I'm waiting for him to say something.
Over here taking care of business.
I'm taking care of business. I'm in the bathroom. Leave me alone. No, he's really not. I can't see. So I don't know. I just crack jokes. That's what I do. So, the song I Just Want to Have Fun. It's available on iTunes?
It's available anywhere that sells music. It's on Spotify, it's on YouTube, it's iTunes, it's everywhere.
Okay. Do you know about how many downloads you have had so far?
Nice.
Not sure?
I honestly, I'm not sure.
Okay. I've
heard from a lot of people that they've like checked out my song, they've bought my song, so I'm assuming it's quite a bit.
Well, you know what we're doing right now, because I have the power to do this. I'm going to go on YouTube as we speak right now, and I want to see how many views it's got on YouTube, just because that's how I roll. And I can do that. Now, I've looked at a lot of things, a lot of your stuff, and a lot, like, you're just so talented. That's all I can say. And then, excuse me, but I just don't even know what to say, because, like, it's very humbling to have someone of your age to have the pipes that you have and just be like, well, you know, and just be like so like chillax about it and everything. That's all I can say. It's just like you're just so calm about, well, I have a talent, and you don't let it go to your head, if you understand what I'm saying.
Well, for me, I've met a couple artists that like have let it go to their head and just like, I have this and I have this. But for me, it's more of, yeah, I have the talent, but I'm not going to use the talent just to get famous or just to make money. I do it to kind of just like show people and to just have fun with it, you know? Like, it's not there to make money off of it. You're supposed to have fun with it.
Exactly. And that's what we do here.
So.
That's what we do here. We just try to push everybody out. I don't care what kind of music you do. I've had rap on here. I've had EDM. I've had pop. I've had metal. I've had rock. I don't care. I don't care what kind of music you do. You got a song, you want to push it out, boom, we'll make it happen. So there's not like an actual video, I don't think. But there is I believe it's CD Baby that will just like they'll upload the song with kind of like the album art, and it's got 45 views and it was uploaded a month ago. Come on, guys, seriously, listen to this song. It's awesome. So I don't know how many downloads you got on iTunes. Maybe we'll find out before we close this out, but we're getting to that point because we know that everybody is probably, I know Frankie's starting to get a little hungry. It's that time over here by me. But you just got out of school, correct?
Yeah.
Aren't you waiting for the time when you don't have to do that anymore now?
I'm almost
It's like, I don't want to go to school anymore. That's why I'm going to be a rock star. Deal with it. So, anyway, I just want to say thank you so much, Kinzie, for coming on. I really appreciate it. You were so much fun to have on here, and you're just so full of life, and I appreciate that. But we're going to say thank you one more time, and thank you to your manager Mars for letting making this happen. But that is what they say it. So as always, guys, I want to say hashtag support local music, whether it's in Fresno, California, or it's in Buffalo, New York, Florida, Wisconsin, and the Midwest, Texas. It don't matter. Just support your local music scene. And right now, we're going to spin that song, I Just Want to Have Fun. So listen to it, download it. Deuces.
spotted. Mama told me that she got me. Waiting for me in the driveway. I come alive with my hair down. My own lane, I'm my own it. Yeah, I let him try with a stare down. Didn't think that I could do it, but I'm here now. No time for wasting time. Feel like it's my chance to shine. Waiting my whole life. Let's make sure we do this right. Hands to the end, I know you want to. Cruising to the city, top down like you just don't care. Do what you want to. When we done by the end of the night, I just wanna have fun. When I'm finished, show the world that I did it. I just wanna have fun. Live for a minute, said it's my time to get it. I wanna have fun. Said it's my time to get it. I wanna have fun. When I'm finished, show the world that I did it. I just wanna have fun. Said it's my time to get it. I wanna have fun. When I'm finished, show the world that I did it. I just wanna have fun. I'm just tryna chill the night. By myself, everybody tryna pick me up. Feeling good and I'm feeling right. I know I'm young, but I fly, I'ma live it up.